I thought it was excellent. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Highlights for me were obviously Michael Beloff, always a treat, whirlwind of a man that he is, but informative as well. From my point of view, from a partner perspective, I also thought that James Segan's talk on sponsorship and the impact in the wake of Lance Armstrong from a sponsor perspective under contract was particularly useful and interesting and considered. So yeah, very good. Enjoyed it.
Excellent. Lots of high-profile speakers, leaders in their field, knew what they were talking about, a broad range of topics. It was very good. I thought Adam Brickell was very good. I thought it was useful to have some in-house experience and add some practical elements to some of the legal topics.
Definitely enjoyed the conference, particularly from a finance background and not a legal background. I got to learn quite a lot around the areas of financial fair play and third-party ownership. So they were the two areas that I was most concerned with. It's great to see the way that lawyers think in comparison to my peers in the finance industry.
Yeah, it was a very enjoyable day. Blackstone always put on a good show. From my perspective and from a football regulation perspective, it was very interesting listening to Nick DeMarco's views on third-party ownership. It's a sector that I work significantly in, and I do a lot of work for football funds. So to hear his views on that was especially interesting.
It was a very enjoyable conference. Great speakers. I was especially interested to hear from Dick Pound towards the end, actually, about the doping. Not been directly relevant to anything that I've worked on as such yet, but obviously doing a lot of client representation within IMG, it's an area that has to be investigated thoroughly for us. I thought he was interesting, slightly cynical, which I think is inevitable given that he's worked for WADA for so long. But yeah, it was really interesting. Michael Beloff and various others, obviously, speaking in their normal way, which is always very entertaining and enlightening. And yeah, a thoroughly enjoyable conference.
It was a really good day. Enjoyed all the topics. From my own perspective, I thought the ones that appealed to me most were the third-party investments issue and also financial fair play. Michigan's do an annual report, an annual survey of football clubs, and one of the questions that we ask each year is financial fair play, how much of a concern is it to you? And the answer is always not at all. So to hear the guys talking about financial fair play and the potential implications and the fact that there are already challenges being made under those rules is really interesting, and it'll be good to see how they play out with English clubs in due course.